Episode 8 of Elden Ring. Y'all, my view was exploring. We had to fight this guy again. I mean, not him, but this boss again. I didn't know we had to fight him again. Okay, under, we came here, and I found this, and I don't want to touch it without showing y'all, so let's see what, oh. Autos. Channels, dragons, to view. Flame fire. Oh, shit, that looks cool. Channel, dragon, fight, foe before caster. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna be back. Was that it? I don't know if that was the only thing here though. We should let's explore it. What is it? No. Wait, I see something? It might be something. Nope. Oh, well, that ruined my expectation. I thought I was gonna get some cool dragon stuff, like the dragon power. Wait. What is this? East. I'm pretty sure they're talking about right here. The dragon folk. Wait, there might be more stuff. Okay, I mean that's cool. I mean, it's cool and all. I was kind of expecting a little bit more. That's why I went live. I was kind of just farming XP and money and leveling up myself, but I mean it's cool. Is there anything else? I don't know. I don't think we can touch water, so stay up here. Ooh, probably something cool. Ooh. Please tell me there's something else on the island. Please tell me. Wait, I see something. Please tell me I didn't just go live for no reason. What's up, Mr. Turtle? Okay, let's go back to Mr. What's his name? The demon human. What do you want?
Oh, what you must know. Elden. Wait.
I get him.
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah.
You got it back for me. My sewing needle.
There you go, you monkey. Close your mouth, you widow.
What made you go and do a thing like that? My mum was a seamstress, and that sewing kit was all I had to remember her by. I always wanted to be just like sweet old mum. Then I suppose I can't just curl up and die, can I?
Yeah, what he said?
Thank you. You're very kind. I always wanted to be a seamster, like. Then I suppose I. Thank you. You're very. I always. Then I.
Oh, so where you about to go now? I think he disappears again. Alright, he's gone. Now. Wait. Wait. I'm watching the TikTok right now, that's why. I mean, I might well let y'all listen too.
gets him back with a nice few blows, and yeah, I mean, he's questioning, like, why are you tearing the boys apart? Like, what reason do you have to be doing this? And even Butcher in that moment smiles, and he's like, you're right, I don't deserve a friend like you. He pulls out a grenade and just shoves it in MM's face. I mean, keep in mind, at this point, they're both have compound V flowing through their system, so they can kind of handle some stuff like this, like Butcher's able to eat it, but MM obviously goes down. That's when he just puts him out of his misery, and then that is the end of MM. Next up, Butcher's going to be taking out Frenchie and the female. This all happened shortly after Frenchie is looking at what happened to MM. They're taking the body away. Him and Huey are just pretty much certain at this point that Butcher is going to be taking them all out, and he has some grand plan here as to why he's doing that, but it hasn't been revealed quite yet. That's pretty much what Frenchie and the female here are just continuing to investigate.
By the way, I have not watched The Boys. I'm like episode 3 or 4, probably.
Figure out what exactly Butcher has planned. Before they're able to do that, Frenchie is just like, did you hear that? And the female just goes and goes to check this door, and that's when Frenchie just looks and he sees this ton of C4 just right there. He puts a hand on the female's shoulder and he's just like, Je t'aime from the first, which means I loved you from the first. And they just go out in a giant explosion, and that's how they're done in. Huey is kind of in this daze after this whole explosion, and he's just thinking back to how he first met Butcher, why he recruits him, and all the reasons that he gives. He even thinks about Mallory, who in this whole instance is a man, and pretty much is just having all these flashbacks about the evil moments that Butcher has committed, and think about how he doesn't really know too much about Butcher other than kind of what has made him who he is with his brother and then with his wife and things like that. And Huey's just kind of realizing that he is just screwed, and he's like, oh God almighty, and I'm supposed to stop you. I mean, at this point, pretty much what's going on here is that Butcher has this plan to pretty much take out all soups globally, like regardless if they're good or bad, it doesn't matter, he's just going to take them all out, and that includes himself and Huey, anyone with compound V in their system. Huey's able to put together that this is all going to go down at the top of the Empire State Building, that's where Butcher's going to release it, or like, you know, use some...
Shut up, nigga. Dumb off. I don't care about your IV story.
You guys want to know through their system so they can just right there. He puts tubes globally, like regardless if they're good or like, you know, use some signal to take him out. Huey makes his way to the top. He's able to get through all the police, and Butcher just says, all right. And then Huey pretty much confronts him and lets him know that he knows exactly what's going on. Huey actually can't believe it. He's like, this is really like some movie to you. Like, you really think you can just do this? And I'm meant to stop you. Is that why? Like, you recruited me in the first place. You wanted someone who's capable of stopping you, seeing the brighter side and reminding you of your brother. Huey is just giving him grief for everything that he did to the rest of the boys, and he's pretty much like, you've turned into a complete supervillain at this point. But Huey's angry, but he doesn't even really know what to do. So he just dives at Butcher in a fit of rage. Butcher dodges it, and Huey goes flying out the window, but Butcher grabs onto his foot. And Butcher's just having a good laugh, because even when Huey's trying to do the right thing here, he just can't seem to do it. And in the last moment, we can see that Butcher's hanging onto this glass, and the glass just snaps. Okay, you guys want to know what Butcher...
That was it?
Ended Homelander.
That was... I thought he...
The final issue of The Boys is gonna surprise you. You won't...
Oh, yeah, I was like...
The ending of The Boys comic is exactly what I want to see in the show. Our second to last issue...
Okay, never mind. Wait, whoa, what the hell? What happened to the... I thought...
The final issue of The Boys is good.
After the death of Billy Butcher, Huey and Starlight move back to Scotland to live a quiet, normal life, when one day, Huey receives a package that makes him collapse to the ground. Huey finds Butcher's diary inside the package, and after locking himself in the bathroom, he sits down on the toilet and begins to read it. On the first page, Butcher recounts how a few years ago, the boys captured a 10-year-old suit, and to make sure the kid wouldn't use his powers again, they cut out his tongue. Butcher wanted... The boys after the death of the stomach, leaving Butcher to wonder what his wife Becky would think about all this. As Huey turns to the next page, he reads about a time Butcher was happy, living an ordinary life with a woman he loves, until one day, everything changed. Becky closed herself off from Butcher and refused to even look at him, but after 3 months of trying to win his wife back, Billy found out exactly what happened. After a baby suit burst out of Becky's stomach, Butcher quickly knocked it to the ground and crushed its head with a lamp, but no matter how hard he tried, it couldn't save his wife. A few months later, Butcher found out what Black Noir did to his wife and agreed to join the boys.
The Boys doesn't really take things from the comics directly, but I think they're gonna take Billy Butcher's death in the
Okay. Alright, my bad. I got distracted. Elden Ring, the Invincible God. I do know the storyline. Well, I don't know the storyline.
This is the very beginning of Bach, the Invisible Man's questline in Elden Ring. We'll start to hear his dialogue near our location. If you've gotten there and beaten the cave already, you'll find him on the ground. If you haven't beaten the cave already, I suggest you do so. Being the bosses in this cave will drop the golden sewing needle that he actually is looking for. Give him the needle, exhaust the rest of his dialogue, and he will move on to the next place. The next place you'll find him is some lake-facing cliffs in
Where the hell is that at?
Lim Grace, the first side of Grace.
What? Wait.
Cave already? As you
Oh, zoom
the
out.
bosses in this cave will drop the golden sewing needle that he actually is looking for. Give him the needle, exhaust the rest of his dialogue, and he will move on to the next place. The next place you'll
I mean, it look like it's... I don't know where the hell he at.
Are you having trouble?
Y'all told me to get.
I low-key got this yesterday.
This is the very beginning of...
Did you know that you can get a pet in Elden? Bach
Pet?
the Seamster is one of the first NPCs you'll encounter, but if you don't do his quest right, like everyone else who unfortunately runs into him, you die. All you have to do to beat him is lightly tap this bush. When talking to him, he'll tell you that bandage drove him out of the cave in which he lived. You go to the cave and find him laying there almost dead. After you defeat the bandage, you get a sewing needle and you take it back to Bach. You don't see him for a while until you get to the lake-facing cliffs side of Grace. He basically swears his loyalty to you for helping him with the demi-humans. With this comes along the fact that you can alter your garments. When you make it to the East Rhea Lucaria gate, Melina will show up and tell you to talk to Bach and be his
Where the hell are these places at? I don't know what these
East Rhea-
places are at. East? So I'm guessing over here, but where? East Lake?
These are the worst quest lines in Elden Ring that don't really give you anything, so they're really not worth doing. First, we have Bach's quest. And look, as much as I love this little guy, his quest really isn't all that great. Story-wise, it's amazing. But all you get from doing this is the ability to alter your armor without paying runes. As if runes are really that hard to get.
Did you know in Elden Ring?
Okay, instead of that, let's do the pot guy. The guy right.
This is how to get to the giant pot boy in Elden.
Hello!
Elden Ring tip. If you birth the talking pot, you get a.
One girl, I forgot her name. It was, what was it? It was a fruit. Grapes? I think it was grapes.
Did you ever notice the symbolism behind the Shabriri grapes in Elden Ring? In
No.
reality, Shabriri grapes are just a bunch of rotting human eyeballs that you feed to Hayeta as part of her quest to be.
Since you asked, here are how to find all the Shabriri grapes you will need to finish Dave's quest line. So it's got Wilson's disease. Get that checked out. So assuming you've already started the first part of Hayeta's quest line, the first Shabriri grape is right here in Stormbound Castle. You can either get to it by killing Godric and going this way.
Oh my god.
Selin is probably the most disturbing character in Elden Ring, but during her questline can grant you some of the best armor in the game and a couple of legendary sorceries. To start things off, you want to go to the Waypoint Ruins on Limgrave.
See, like, I wish the quests I like was somewhere to find. I don't know where I'm supposed to find the quest lines at. Like, if you don't remember the quest, it's just you could. Like, does it say where the quests are at? No, it doesn't. Not feel like that's. Wait, this might be it. Wait, is this it? No, it is not. This is the tutorial. This is useless as shit. Yeah, I hate that. That's one thing I hate about this game.
Probably the most disturbing character in Elden Ring, but during her questline can grant you some of the best armor in the game and a couple of legendary sorceries. To start things off, you want to go to the Waypoint Ruins in Limgrave and meet this boss. Behind him is a door, open it, and you will see Sella. Tell her you want to learn sorceries, and then from there you're pretty much done for a while. Much later on in the game, you will come across this grace.
What the fuck is he at? Okay. He was like, he had to be underground. Yeah, I had to explore underground wall, man.
Oh, one last thing.
Did you ever notice the symbol?
Completing Thea's questline will unlock one of the alternate endings in Elden Ring. In order to start Thea's quest, first you have to meet her at the Round Table. Let her hold you and she will give you a Maldikin's Blessing. She will also take a percentage of your health. Use the Maldikin Blessing to get rid of the debuff. After this, you need to go and either kill Godric or get a grace in the Altus Plateau. Then come back to...
I did not know. See, that's what I've been talking about. This is the type of game where you can't play without a playthrough. I never knew you had to use that shit. Oh my god. So I've been playing with a debuff this entire game. That's why I'm probably so weak. Oh my god. Where's it at?
Completing Thea's questline will unlock one of the alternate endings in order to...
Tools. Right here.
Start Thea's quest. First, you have to meet her at the Round Table. Let her hold you and she will give you a Maldikin's Blessing. She will also take a percentage of your health. Use the Maldikin Blessing to get rid of the debuff. After this, you need to go and either kill Godric or get a grace in the Altus Plateau. Then come back to Thea. Let her hold you again, and you will get a dialogue option to talk to Sita. Then come back to Thea. Millicent is a character that a lot of people miss on their first playthrough of Elden Ring, but she has the best story.
Oh wait, because it said temporary.
Really good talismans doing her story. To start, you want to go to Gowrie, right outside the town of Celia. He's going to ask you to get an unalloyed gold needle.
I haven't been there.
It's one of deceit and revenge. It starts when you give him a death room at the Round Table, and is tied very closely to Thea's. After showing him the death room, he'll give you a marked location on your map. It's a portal that leads to the crystal sanctum so you can meet Garang. After giving Garang one death room, you can go back to Thea at the Round Table room, and he will now say you incantations. But this is where Thea comes into play. You see, after the second time letting Thea hold you, you will get an option to talk to the
I did that.
This is when she gives you the weathered dagger, and if you give that...
Wait. Oh, I need Hugger a little bit more. Okay, so this episode we just doing quest lines, cause I feel like, what's the point of playing a game if you don't do a little bit of quest? Okay, so we need to get put in her hands again. Come on, let's go. I don't have any problem with that. Wait, I'm supposed to do this. Okay.
Would you like a blessing is still a... Would you like...
Yes.
Now, come closer.
So how do we do this? Like, I hate that. I mean, it is Dark Souls, so... That's the only negative thing I gotta say, though. Well,
You are so... very warm.
Let me turn on my
Then
audio a
good
little
day
bit
to
more.
you, my dear.
Thank you. Do I need a hug again?
Would you like me? The blessing is... Would you like... Now, come closer. You are so...
Okay. We didn't get it. What?
This is when she gives you the weathered dagger. And if you give that dagger to D, when you leave the Round Table and come back, he will be dead.
What? Huh? I didn't get the dagger. Yo, I didn't. Oh my god.
Believe it or not, Elden Ring does have.
Here's how to complete Ranny's quest and get Blythe's armor and weapon, part 1.
Who?
So here's Ranny.
The fastest way to unlock the Elden Ring DLC is through Vare's questline. Because
President business.
No.
Next time you hear the wolves howl, make this signal right under the source.
What the fuck? No. Darrowell.
Bloody Finger Yura's full questline. You'll start at the sea.
What about the old lady? Ooh, we should do hers. Finger Vita. Wait.
Bloody Finger Yura's full quest southeast of the first step site of Grace. You'll want to talk to Yura first, then head north from there and you'll be invaded by Bloody Finger Narians. If the fight does last long enough, Yura will come and help you.
I did that.
This is the only optional part that I left in. From this fight, you get the Reduvia dagger, which is so good, you can definitely use this end game. You'll then head to the Academy Gate and rail.
If you're like me, you just need a quick reminder on how to get the friend.
Finger Vita. I hate when I have my headphones on and I feel like I be hearing stuff. And I messed up. I said dinga. Finger Vita. Cone.
I'm going to show you a deep root depths exploit you can use.
Millicent is a
Elden Ring lore explained.
Google said the Brown House table will be around.
Alright, who? I thought there's more people we haven't explored. Alright, let's do his. I feel like every character probably got a side quest.
Since you asked, this is how to do Bernal's questline. And
the greatest NPC in Elden Ring history. No equals. Bernal is #1. I didn't even know you could summon him against the four-skinned bums. Probably because the usual Grace I go to, you gotta run past these demons that chase you across the entire map. They chase you through the fog. They hit you through the fog. But this other Grace I
Wait, who's this? White Mask? Yeah? Who the hell is that?
What's up, guys?
Oh.
This is gonna be a full guide for the...
Ale's hands are also covered in blood. But whose blood could this be? Perhaps the blood of our very own maiden. You are made.
White Mask Vare is the first NPC you meet in Elden Ring, and arguably the most notorious among the community. But if you take a second to actually do his questline, instead of just killing him off the rip for calling you maidenless, you'll get some cool stuff along the way, and revenge will be so much sweeter. After you get your first great rune, you want to come back to Vare. He'll tell you to seek audience with 2 fingers. Returning to his previous location, you will be met with a message.
Well, my hand stuffed up. my hand feel like jet. I hate when that happens. Oh, you still here?
What's the matter? Aren't you supposed to be earning your place? Then you must face Godric, or without agreeing with the two.
Okay, so I haven't.
Vare is the first NPC you meet in Elden Ring. But if you take a second to actually do his questline,
I was about to quit the game.
In Elden Ring, you either love or hate patches. But regardless of how you feel, if you complete his quest, you get one of the best gestures in the game. You want to start off
Why
by
the
going to
fuck would I want to
Murkwater
jest
Cave and
it?
opening up this chest and taking the contents inside. This will cause patches.
How to marry Rani. A lot of people think you have to. For those of you that are just like me, you need a quick reminder on how to complete Dops' questline in Elden
Who?
Ring.
Questline that causes...
Selin is probably the most disturbing.
If you're like me, you just need a quick reminder on how to get the mighty flame seal. If you're looking to obtain...
Did you know in Elden Ring, cosplaying as Louis Solo is easier than you thought? For this, I'm going to show you where to find the jar. Do you remember Alexander Warrior Jar? He is found near Saintsbridge, northeast of Limgrave. Continuing his questline takes him to the fight with Red Dawn. Afterwards,
What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. That is who I've been looking for. The jar.
Did you know in Elden Ring that this is the Great Jar found at the Zeophar River well in Mistwood Ruins by using the Stone Sword Key elevator? And he challenges you to defeat 3 Knights of the Great Jar. Once defeated, they give the Great Jar's Arsenal Talisman, which is the...
I did it.
Hey, why I want... Huh? Wait, why I want it... Can I, like, alter it back? Why I want it weaker? That seems stupid. Wait, let's see. Why would I want my stuff altered? It's weaker.
Did you know that armor alteration in Elden Ring does more than just remove capes and reduce stats?
Oh.
In some cases, altering your armor can give it special properties or remove them. Here are a few armors in which alteration matters a lot. Number 1 is the Duelist set. The unaltered version of the Duelist cloak has no special effects, but if you alter it, it makes enemies focus their attacks on you, making you their ultimate target. This is because the altered version of the armor reveals its snakes, which are a symbol of heresy, and anyone wearing them draws extra hatred from the denizens of the lands between. Number 2 is the Black Knife set. The unaltered Black Knife armor has a concealing veil. If you alter the armor, you lose that. This also removes its special effect of muffling footsteps.
That eye, Kogarashi.
Oh my god, that's so stupid.
Every new playthrough.
What the?
Get rare armor in Elden Ring. Go to Rhea Lucaria Academy. How to get rare.
What game is that?
So look at how he's holding the sword.
Here's the armor.
Welcome back.
How to get rare armor in Elden Ring. Explore the Bright Mountains.
Okay. So it does nothing.
This is the very beginning of Bach, the Invisible Man's questline in Elden Ring.
Oh wait, I wasn't doing that. I was.
You'll start to hear his dialogue near our location.
What was I about to do? I think.
Well then.
Oh, I'm about to try to level up my weapons.